conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here. In the first quarter, and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buys a little time. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. On the run, it's Smothers. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
To throw, Manning. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Play action, here's Manning. The throw. Makes a catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut, nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Throwing Manning. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Longhorns! He got it, beat down in bounds. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. With the catch, it's Sategna. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Kick is in the air. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games at the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely absolutely crazy.
The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Third and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. It's a flea flicker. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Longhorns will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Dumps it to the back. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Can't get him to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Swings it out to his running back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They go play action with Manning. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Goes high to pull it in. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Arch Madness. Moving away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. The Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Sends it back in motion. Here's Arch to throw. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Art's going to spin it again. Got it. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Manning from the gun on third down. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and and that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Manning to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got him put it. Body.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Makes the grab. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Pulls it in. It's Carter. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Carter. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's the Blue Devils who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense, is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Manning. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football, because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackle brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Texas offense. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Knocked down for the tackle. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown Sooners! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. On the move, it's Smothers. And through the contact. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Manning with a play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Manning to the air again. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but This team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Rushes on him. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are, making a statement with the lead.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Arch Madness. With the catch, it's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch,
might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Arch to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Might be calling a hot route. A designed run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. First down and more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
All right, fourth quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He'll get rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the incomplete. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Finding some room. Got enough space. Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Manning to throw. Still looking on the move. Got his man on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Manning. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires quickly. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Handoff for Brown. Makes it past the marker. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Longhorns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They send the tight end in motion. Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They go 83 yards on the drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He'll go out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining here. It'll be first down.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket, so he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to adjust the pattern. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. This game always brings out the best in both teams, but today, Jesse, Texas' best was a little better.
And this is a win for them.